Explanation. The Mirror is a free verse poem by Sylvia Plath, who was a Pulitzer Prize-winning poet and writer, popular for her confessional poetry. This poem is written in the form of the perspective of a mirror, speaking about the terrible difficulty of the truth, especially about the inevitable process of age and time.
I am silver and exact. I have no preconceptions.
The poet has personified the mirror in this poem. She says that the mirror is of silver color and gives an exact reflection of what is in front of it. Here, the word exact means that it gives the true image. She adds that the mirror has no preconceptions, that is, it doesn't change what it shows us based on any preconceived notions. In this line, the word preconceptions means pre-thoughts.
Whatever I see, I swallow immediately, just as it is, unmisted by love or dislike.
The poet says that the mirror absorbs at once whatever it sees. The word swallow means to gulp or absorb. It is not affected by the feelings of love or dislike. It simply produces a true image. And the word unmisted means unaffected.
I am not cruel, only truthful. The eye of a little god, four-cornered.
In these lines, the poet tries to speak for the mirror. She says that the mirror is not cruel and only presents images as they actually are. In these lines, cruel means hard-hearted and truthful means exact. She goes on to admire the mirror by calling it the four-cornered eye of a little god, the eye that sees and reflects everything truly and fairly from all sides.
Most of the time, I meditate on the opposite wall. It is pink with speckles. I have looked at it so long.
Now the poet states that the mirror faces a wall on which it meditates for most of the time. The color of this wall is pink and it is full of marks or speckles. Here, the word speckles means stains, dots or marks. These lines add a personality to the mirror, which forms a relationship between an inanimate object such as a wall.
I think it is a part of my heart, but it flickers. Faces and darkness separate us over and over.
The poet continues to explain that the mirror has been looking at the wall for such a long time that the wall has become a part of its heart. But the relationship isn't as constant as we thought. It flickers. Over and over again, the faces and darkness separate the wall from the mirror. In these lines, the meaning of the word flickers is going off and on while shining. The poet uses these lines to further establish a personality of the mirror by giving it emotions of sorrow.
Now, I am a lake. A woman bends over me, searching my reaches for what she really is.
Now the poet views the mirror as a lake. She says that a woman bends over this lake, which means that a woman is standing in front of the mirror. The poet changes the outlook of the mirror to a lake to provide a depth in which the woman searches to see what she really is. The phrase "searching for my reaches" means searching for my range. The reason for the woman's behavior is that she is not pleased with what she sees in the mirror.
Then she turns to those liars, the candles or the moon.
So, the woman wants to get a more flattering image. She turns to the candles and the moon, which give her a false or flattering image in their dim lights.
I see her back and reflect it faithfully. She rewards me with tears and an agitation of hands.
In these lines, the poet explains that the mirror reflects the woman's back faithfully when she turns away from it. The woman rewards this faithful reflection by becoming more distressed and crying at her helplessness to change her true image. The word agitation means a state of excitement or restlessness.
I am important to her. She comes and goes. Each morning it is her face that replaces the darkness.
The poet says that the mirror or the lake is proud and that it is important to the woman it reflects. She adds that the woman too is important to the mirror as she visits it every morning.
In me she has drowned a young girl, and in me an old woman rises toward her day after day, like a terrible fish.
In these final lines, the poet has metaphorically used drowning and rising in the lake to describe aging. She suggests that the image of the young woman has disappeared in the mirror with time, and the image of an old woman rises day by day towards the woman. This is her own image as she is aging, and the terrible fish completes the lake metaphor and gives the image of what this young woman is destined to turn into, something as ugly as a fish. This is the essence of the poem, the terrible truth of the inevitable process of time and age. In these lines, the word terrible means fearful.
Thank you for watching this video. For more videos, please subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you.